Oh, well, this will be interesting today.
Yes.
Yeah, Jesus. Oh, man.
You rang.
You rang. As I sit here with fucking Tojo lung.
The lurch throat.
Let's not waste no more time, man. Greetings, programs. Get your ass in here. Welcome to a new year.
Yes.
And the first episode of the most ghetto podcast on YouTube, the Geeks From Apt 2 podcast. We are recording from Apartment 2 Studios somewhere deep in the heart of Rock City, New York. I am one of your hosts, Alan One. A little under the weather, but gonna truck on, monster up this motherfucking podcast today. Sitting across from me, back from his tour at Skull Island. It's Brother C. What's going on, man?
It's me. It's Brother C. Back from the arid wastelands that is Georgia.
No, Skull Island. How's the rest of the Kongs?
Kongs are doing great. Everybody's doing fine. It was actually probably a really good, much needed vacation. And I left without snow. Came back to no snow, but it's still biting cold in the rock. Cha. So
All right,
that's where we
let's
are.
take care of some PI first. We are on YouTube, so like, share, subscribe, finger pop that bell to be notified of all new episodes. We are also you can email me directly. It seems like we haven't done this show in like 4 months. It's
Been some time.
But you email me directly at luckymerciless1@gmail.com. And we are on Twitter at both at Geeks From Apt 2 and at Simply Ask One.
Yep.
You will have to bear with me. Like I said, I am not sick, but because the weather in Rock City has been up and down, it has wreaked havoc on my allergies. So that's why I sound like B. Arthur right now. like, yo, is B. Arthur back from the grave doing a goddamn podcast? What the fuck?
Thank you, Meemaw.
And why is he telling stories about either Maud or the Golden Girls, or even Golden Palace, the spin-off show of Golden Girls? Right.
That was a show?
It is, yeah. There was after Golden Girls, there was I think it was called Golden Palace. It could have been called the Golden Hotel, but there was a spin-off show where they bought a hotel and they were running it, just like Are You Being Served? Again,
oh, okay.
Right when everybody pitched in and bought a fucking bed and breakfast in some farmhouse out in the sticks. Yeah, same thing.
All right.
Oh yeah. So that's why I sound the way. No, it is me. I just sound all shades are fucked up right now. I was hoping that my voice. This actually started on Sunday, and I was hoping by today it would get better. Sucking down cough drops like no tomorrow. Not drinking as much.
Yeah.
But it was still like, nah, homie. You either going to cancel this shit or power through it. And I'm like, well, we're gonna power through this shit today. So I sound like Bonesaw from fucking Spider-Man.
Yes.
That's how it works.
Are you guys ready to podcast?
Bonesaw's ready. Oh yeah. So by the time you're hearing this, the holidays would have been
way past done.
If
you're not back at work, get to work.
Yeah, you should be back to work by now if you have a job.
Yeah. And if your job is street hustling,
yeah,
stay warm outside.
Lucky you that you didn't have to work through the fucking holidays and past the holidays. For everybody else, I hope everybody had a good holiday, a good Christmas,
hope you drank
good
New
Year's.
Had a good New Year's.
Yeah. I can sit here and tell everybody, in all honesty, I slept through Christmas. I ain't do shit. Nobody was around me. I slept. And some people, when I told people that, some people were kind of sad about it. It was like, oh, that sucks. Nobody was around you for Christmas. But just as many people, it was like, Man, I wish I could have done that.
Yeah, that's one of the things that the Christmas holiday and a whole brings. It brings this weird duality. God damn. You know what? It makes people feel a certain sort of way when they're around Christmas time. If they got friends and family and shit, then they all happy. But when they don't, they're sad. They big sad for those Thundercats out there that only understand the remedial language. Yeah, that's what Christmas brings. And guess what? After New Year's, everybody's back to being either surly or just content. So which one are you, surly or content at the moment?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you.
I'm content.
Okay. Now programs out there. If you got a drink in your hand, you're probably content. If you're out here trying to, hustle to keep your lights on, you're probably a little pissed. But guess what? At least you can listen to us in some way, shape, or fashion. So there you go.
Yeah. At this point, for me personally, it's just
Uh huh.
about getting back on track because it was the holidays.
Yeah, and it does derail everybody financially,
Yeah,
emotionally.
yeah. I am.
Fucking
It's going to take a minute for me to get back to where I was.
yeah,
I recharge the batteries because by New Year's I was fucking burnt physically and mentally.
yeah,
Just burnt the fuck out.
and yeah.
But you know what? Glad to be
That
back on this mic. I tell you that much.
exactly.
Glad to be back.
And guess what? We're back into the roaring 20s yet again.
Yeah.
So all you
So
hipsters don't even have to fucking pretend.
yeah, we're gonna have flappers and gangsters and
Yep. Zoot
uh,
suits.
jazz is gonna make a comeback, and we might have another fucking stock market crash,
Yeah.
or
Or
we might be in World War III as it stands right now.
yep.
Jesus Lord, I don't want to get too much into it
Oh no, we're
because
not.
it's a fucking.
It's just a hilarious
It's not even
prospect.
hilarious. I'm just like, yeah, I
Let's
should have saw this coming.
let's not. You know what? Happy New Year's. Let's drop the bomb on them.
Oh Lord have mercy, no.
Uh,
Before we go any further,
yes,
we should talk about one of the big things that happened since we last met on these mics,
yes,
and that is the spiritual third member of this podcast, DK, and
yes,
his lovely wife gave birth to their
yes,
firstborn son.
yes,
I
and
I went to the house and saw DK's son,
yes,
his young son, and I gotta be honest, sitting there watching him hold that baby and feed it. If
yes.
you know DK, it's the
It's.
most surreal
I was
thing
gonna say
you will ever see in your
it had to be
life.
like watching the Mona Lisa, and then it all of a sudden has the like rock eyebrow on it. It's like that doesn't belong there. There's something wrong with this.
Yeah.
But congratulations to him and his new family, 100%. And may they be healthy and safe.
Was everybody's happy and healthy?
Yeah.
Everybody's good. Um, when I went there it was the Saturday, and the Bills were playing. They were playing the Patriots,
Ah, yes.
and though they lost,
Yep.
they kept it competitive.
And that's this is shaping up to be the year of the really. It's
Yeah. No, well,
it's a big flip flop.
in some ways, yes, because not only were the Bills in the playoffs,
Yes,
they lost. They lost.
they did
Uh,
to Texans.
Lost to the Texans. Yeah,
Yes,
in overtime. It was a heartbreaker.
exactly.
It was very much a heartbreaker. But then the next day, the Titans beat the Patriots.
Yes,
I was
we
like,
are
what?
we are in a bizarro world where up is down, down is up. The Bills are winners. Star Wars sucks.
Yeah.
It's just a
Yeah,
time
yeah.
to
And the Patriots are out of the playoffs and out of the Super Bowl. We are guaranteed a brand new champion this year.
exactly. You know what? You can't
Oh
F5. You
boy.
can't F5 the world forever.
Well, with the Patriots, it was more because of everything else that was going on with them.
Yeah.
Especially with Brady. Is this his last year as a Patriot?
Mhm.
Is he going to retire? Is he going to come back as a Patriot for one more year?
Yes.
Is he going somewhere else like L.A.? That's a big rumor.
Everybody wants to end on a high note. He should just like bow out.
I don't know if it was just because Tennessee was that good, or the Patriots just fell apart at the end. I say the Patriots just fell apart at the end. That's what happened.
Yeah,
They just fell apart at the end.
I can understand that.
Because there should have been no way if the Patriots were where they were
Up
last
to
year,
snuff.
they would have fucking prison raped
But guess what?
the Titans. But they didn't.
It was the Titans capitalizing on their failures. So
Yeah.
guess what? Right place, right time, right ball, right season.
Well, what did you do on your holiday?
My holiday was rife with lifting these weights and sculpting these guns.
Okay, that really didn't happen. Tell
What?
the truth. Where were you? Where were you during the holidays?
I was in Georgia.
That's right. You was in Georgia.
Yes, Skull Island.
Skull Island, aka
Lifting.
Georgia.
Okay, so when I left for Georgia, I made it my very solid duty to not take any electronics that would otherwise compromise my ability to focus. So, no PlayStation, no laptop, no nothing. All I had was my phone and a ton of books on my phone. So what I did was, in the morning I would read. Every other day I was taken to the Y, which was weird because you forget that it's a very you forget that it's a Christian association. That's a YMCA.
I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna save it for afterwards.
Oh well, I did not don any sailor outfits.
Why? No.
Okay.
About where you were.
Yeah.
Is that well? Fuck it. I was gonna say.
Yeah, say it.
In Atlanta, if you was in Atlanta, the Y is reversed.
Why? Oh,
wait, listen. It's not a stereotype if it's true, though.
In any event.
Anyways.
It was a very interesting experience because last time I went out there, I was a little bit bored. I felt stir crazy and rife with cabin fever. But this time, like I said, I went to the gym a lot, worked out a lot, and the first couple of nights I was there, I met my sister-in-law's neighbor, where we had a rousing good time teaching the wife and her sister how to play spades while drinking copious amounts of moonshine. And that stuff, he brought two kinds. He brought plain and he brought some peach infused, which I hate peaches, but that shit was good. It was ice cold, and for anybody who's never had it, the only way I can describe it is it's like it has the feeling of Grey Goose, but with the kick of tequila.
Basically, it's like drinking windshield wiper fluid if it wouldn't kill you.
Yeah, yeah. But it's not. It wasn't harsh. It was very smooth. What was harsh was that hangover, and I was really smashed and really like it was a weird lucid smash though. Other than that, Christmas was Christmas. Kids got fantastic things, and everybody had a fun time. I did go to the movies, so I can say I saw something after this whole long year of not seeing anything. I saw Frozen 2.
Okay.
Frozen 2 is a good story mired by the idea of capturing lightning in a bottle a second time.
Okay.
Okay, so if anybody remembers Frozen 1, the only thing you need to remember is the song Let It Go. That song rocked the charts. It made that movie famous and scored Disney tons of Disney dollars. This movie doubled down on the songs. The first movie only had like 6 songs. This one it has a whole LP. I mean, we got like 12, 13 songs on here. We got rock ballads. We got, very soft, melodic, whining songs. And it was just too much. This movie is not a musical. It's a movie that's supposed to have a story and a few songs in it to, tie everything together, like The Lion King. But this one was just like, man, you can sing about taking a crap That's how many songs there were. Other than that, like I said, good story, fun time. Saw that Christmas, and then the last day that I was there before we left, I sat down and watched the Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy in one day.
But it's not a trilogy.
Okay.
There's like 5 movies.
There's like 5 movies, but it's like when you can consider how I think 4 and 5 don't have Johnny Depp in it, or any of the original. Does 4 have Johnny Depp in it?
They all have Johnny Depp in it.
Do they?
Yeah.
I thought the one with like Cortez didn't.
No, they all have Johnny.
Oh
Johnny
wow!
Depp
Well, those last 2 were just terrible.
yeah, the last 2 are just.
And Disney Plus doesn't have them on it.
The last 2 are cash grabs.
Yeah, the more like ass grabs. In any event, I sat down and watched all those movies, and it's I never really thought about it. It's a good franchise. The first one, yeah, the first one and the second one are good. The third one,
I'll give you. No, I like the first 3.
yeah, like
the first 3
because
but part 4.
Yeah, no.
After part 4 is just like okay. It's just here's Johnny Depp trying to collect a check.
Yeah. Now the first 2, they tell a really good story. I mean, you have really good characters. They all have very obvious story arcs. The villain becomes the crestfallen villain in the second one who has to find value. Blah blah blah. And the third one is just fucking weird. It you could tell that third one was them. Okay, we got this money. Let me make the movie like the way I want it instead of going by the numbers. Because the whole Davy Jones locker bit with the rocks and the crabs and shit, and the surrealism and him talking to multiple copies of himself, that is not what any of the first 2 movies prepare you for. You don't prepare for like altered states in your Pirates of the Caribbean third movie,
Jesus Christ, what a deep ass cut.
But it's inappropriate.
There's a lot of fucking programs. Like, what the fuck is Altered States?
Altered States is a hallucinogenic fever dream.
It is a goofy ass movie.
That is it's an old ass movie.
Yeah.
To bring a more recent thing, it's probably like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Or A Cure for Wellness. That bullshit movie.
Yeah, Cure for Wellness.
Made by, ironically, the same guy that did the first 2 Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
Yes. So it's really trippy and really artsy, but don't burn yourself. But it was still a good story. It had a good conclusion and wrapped everything up. Weirdly, but it does wrap everything up.
I fucking burn myself. All this shit is new.
Yeah, and dope ass shirt.
Thank you.
Other than that, I came home, and life proceeded to resume as it once was. It was weird driving back into the Ra-Cha-Cha because as you're driving back into Rochester, you just see like grime build up. It's like everything outside of this area is like it's nice, and then it just gets grimier and grayer, and the sky turns just grayer and grayer, and then it's just like a dirty chalkboard. And you look around, and you're like, you know what? Yeah, this is New York. I'm back.
Yep, sure is. But the thing about it is, while you were gone, this was again a very strange. It's been so far a very odd winter.
Yes,
because it has not snowed, and because it has been very pleasant. Not pretty outside, but temperature-wise, it's been in the 40s and 50s this whole time.
Yep.
If it snowed briefly, and then an hour later it melted, so you don't know it snowed. It's been very strange. I'm not complaining because I hate snow and winter in general, except for how it's affected my goddamn voice. But I'll still take 45 to 50 degree weather in January over 10 degrees.
Yes.
9-degree weather. So that's that. So let's get into some tasty tidbits of information, shall we?
Yep.
I have notes. This is the first time in a long time I had to take notes.
Oh boy.
Because we've been gone for so long. I had to take notes just so I can remember everything that happened. We start with this. Did you see the trailer by now for Tenet?
No.
Really? You still ain't seen that trailer?
For what now?
Tenet.
Tenet? No.
This is the latest from Christopher Nolan.
Oh boy. Okay.
And I've seen this trailer quite a few times because it pops up when I'm trying to watch a YouTube clip.
Yeah. Underwater pops up for me.
I have not seen a trailer for that.
And the
I have seen a trailer for this.
Yes.
And it seems like not Memento, but Inception with time travel. They've messed with time and spies.
Time Spy, so it's Looper.
Kinda.
Okay.
Kinda.
Time Heist.
It stars John David Washington.
Okay.
Who is, if you don't know, is Denzel Washington's kid.
Yes.
I'm probably messing his name up. But he was in Black Klansman. He's the main character.
Mm-hmm.
Also, oh God, Richard Pattinson, the dude that was Edward in Twilight.
Oh, okay.
AKA the future, the future Batman.
Yes.
Because he's supposed to be a new Batman. I can't make head or tails of what the fuck this movie's about. There's people running up buildings. There's people diving off buildings. Things go backwards. Things that happen are supposed to happen. I don't know what the fuck this movie's about. And that's probably the best thing about it. Is that because I don't know what's going on in this trailer, but they show you enough. They showed me enough to be like, I do want to see this movie. I am very intrigued. I can't wait to see it. Quality way to see it. It comes out. The movie itself comes out in July.
Okay.
Of this year.
So we got time.
The funny part about the trailer was, at the end of it, it says, "See this trailer in theaters for maximum effect." I'm like, what else do you have to show me? I'm already sold on this. I was sold on seeing this movie, just seeing the trailer on my small ass laptop in my bedroom. I don't need to be sold anymore.
You know what they might have done? They might have done. They might have like zoomed in a portion of the trailer so that unless you see it on the big screen, you don't get to see like the fullness of the trailer.
I don't give a fuck. The trailer's already cool as it is. There's, like I said, there's gunfights, there's car chases. There was one scene that looks like someone out in the Matrix, the second one.
Yeah.
But then it goes back
the
in
highway
reverse.
Scene?
Yeah.
Oh.
But then it goes back in reverse.
One of my favorite scenes.
Yeah. This shit is dope. Nice try, Warner Brothers. I'm not paying money just to see this fucking trailer in a theater.
Yeah.
I'll see it when it comes out. I'm sure the man in the black SUV, when we get to this point, will have Tenet. Okay. Yeah.
Which is cool because when you get a lot of trailers, it's of one of two ways. It's either they show you the whole fucking movie, or it's like so goddamn mysterious you don't know whether or not you want to see it. But this one sounds like, you know what? I'm gonna have to go look at it and see if I get hooked too. I probably will.
Speaking of trailers, did you see this? I don't know. Have you seen this trailer yet? For A Quiet Place 2?
Yes, I have.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's good.
Especially the beginning of it, when it shows the initial attack. Yeah, that was dope. It's like the opening of The Last of Us. Yeah, when they're going through town and everything's going nuts. Yeah. That's what it reminds me of.
It does give that vibe.
Yeah. I'm glad that they're not just using the
First Family.
No, not the First Family, but the gimmick of it being like, oh, we got to be quiet. Yeah. The second time around, I was like, no, we're going to talk. Yeah. Because we know how to beat these things. Now it's just about us beating them. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Can't wait for that. If it's anything like Part 1, because Part 1 was great. Yeah. One of my favorite movies of that year. So if it's anything like the first one, definitely on board. Did you see the trailer for Respect?
Respect? No.
This is the biopic of Aretha Franklin.
Oh. No, pass. Thank you.
Oh, no, wait.
Go ahead. I mean, go ahead.
But do you know who's playing Aretha Franklin?
Who?
Take a guess.
Martin Lawrence.
Be more realistic. It's a woman.
Haddish?
No.
Who?
Jennifer Hudson.
Okay.
She's playing Aretha Franklin. And not having seen, A Beer with the Neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
or, what was the other one I was supposed to see? It does have the Eddie Murphy effect on me.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like, you're playing Aretha Franklin, but you're Jennifer Hudson.
Yes.
So that's gonna be a stretch.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a stretch. Will I see it? Maybe, probably. But speaking of Eddie Murphy, did you see the SNL episode?
Damn it! I saw a bit of it, and then I got cut off with Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood and all that other stuff.
Oh, you didn't see it?
I didn't see it. I heard it was so good.
It was great.
It was
great. Even the monologue was great because it was him, Chris Rock, Tracy Morgan, Dave Chappelle, and Kenan Thompson all on the same stage at the same time.
They're all-star African American cast.
There's 4 all-stars and there's Kenan Thompson.
Yeah, Kenan. You know what? I'm not gonna knock him. His brand of comedy kind of stopped for me when I was young, but he has been on that show
forever. Yeah.
And you don't stay on that show by sucking.
That's true as well. That was cool. Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood, like you alluded to, he did a lot of his old characters, like Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood, Gumby, Velvet Jones. Some people say it was a mixed bag. I thought it was great. I thought it was funny as hell.
Mm-hmm.
He said he swore on the show, but they had to cut out.
Yeah.
In this version I saw, they cut it out. But I'm like, you know what? It's Eddie Murphy and it's SNL and it's after midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck cares?
Please, and this is what we were talking about ages ago. That if he is on the show, we want him to cut nice, and not just do the typical SNL. What do I want to say?
Not play it safe.
Not necessarily play it safe, but you know how they are very just topical and matter of fact. Yeah. They'll just kind of shoehorn their characters into whatever's current. He just went in there and did his thing.
Yeah, did his thing. Like Velvet Jones, there's like a Black Jeopardy segment, and he made jokes like, "You like hoes? Me too." Like the whole Me Too movement. Like, you like hoes? Me too. That was funny as shit, man.
Yeah.
If you have like Hulu or something, or even just go on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on
YouTube because the clips are on YouTube. Check it out because I thought it was funny as fuck. It was great.
Speaking of trailers, going back a little bit, did you see the trailer for Antlers?
The fuck is that? No, I did not.
All right, so Del Toro is coming out with a new movie, and I saw this trailer, and the second I saw it, I knew exactly what type of horror movie it was, and I was like, you know what? I'm glad. It's called Antlers. It's about this boy who is kind of like protecting this creature in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know like any lore, the second you see it, you're like, yo, this is about a Wendigo. Now, a lot of people don't know what the fuck a Wendigo is, right?
Okay.
The Wendigo is actually like a Native American fucking monster. It's a thing that like hunts down people when they, do cannibal shit. But this one is just this giant deer monster that's killing things. And I was like, you know what? Del Toro does decent horror. He does, fantasy. So I'm actually on board with him.
Okay.
That's it. That's just one of those movies that I was like, it probably went under everybody's fucking radar. But if you're a fan of Del Toro,
there's more crazier shit going on than that, including.
We're
talking about trailers.
Let's keep the roundup going.
We finally got. I assume it was the last trailer for New Mutants. This movie was should have came out like 2 years ago.
Because it had a trailer out forever ago.
Yeah.
And then it just stopped.
And then it got pushed back, and then it wasn't coming out. We didn't know it was coming out.
Yep.
Well, guess what? Now we know when it's coming. It's coming WrestleMania weekend.
Ooh.
2 days before WrestleMania.
That's a big weekend for you.
Yeah. April 3rd. That's when this movie's coming out now. So I saw a trailer, and again, I was just like, well, I don't know why they waited so long to show us this, but I'm glad it's coming out. But if it's anything like the last few X-Men movies, nobody's going to care.
See, I got... yeah, the last few X-Men, I mean, especially like Dark Phoenix.
And Apocalypse, which I didn't see.
But yeah, God.
And now you're trying to sell people on an X-Men horror flick? That's what this is.
It is, but I mean...
And add to the fact that now it's been so built up for so long.
You have...
It's like, it's going to go down two ways. Either, wow, I can't believe they took this long to show us this movie, which is okay.
Yeah.
Or like, well, there's a reason why this movie was on the shelf for so goddamn long.
Yeah.
Because this movie sucks.
Well,
and I just assume, I'm gonna be honest, I just assume it's the latter.
Yeah.
Or else we would have got this movie years ago. Well, instead of now, in 2020.
That's true. And it's actually safer to err on the side of caution when it comes to, these movies coming out late, because they have, for the most part, been very by the books, very safe, very, big, aside from the whole MCU chapter, everything has been very, you got big bad, you deal with big bad, explosions happen, people are saved, blah, blah, blah. Now, if they go for a... what is this movie rated again?
I don't know. Because I just assume it's PG-13.
If it's PG-13...
But again, it's coming through Fox, not Disney. Not the MCU, I should say. So it could be rated R.
If it's rated R, I have higher hopes for it. Because we could, they could just say, fuck it, we're going to do a Logan and just go whatever way
full balls to the wall.
Yeah,
they might. I mean, I'm not sure what this movie's rated.
Yeah.
Unlike something like Birds of Prey.
Fuck that movie.
And the Emancipation, I don't want to say it, the Emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I mean, come on
which is going to be rated R, by the way.
Yeah, yay. Good. Woohoo. Okay. We'll see it. It's just that...
It comes out the day before my birthday.
We'll see it. It's just that, like I was saying, that nothing from that side of the aisle has appealed to me or been good. And they keep trying to push, Daddy's Little Monster, Harley Quinn. There are other iterations of Harley Quinn that are better to use. It's just that this one makes money.
Nah, I actually liked her, Margot Robbie, as Harley Quinn.
I like her as Harley Quinn. I just don't like the direction they push the character in every movie.
We only saw like bits and pieces of it. They've been very hush hush about this movie so far.
Look,
if you think about it, outside of like one trailer and a bunch of posters, they've been very quiet about this.
Yay, Huntress. Continue.
But again, I'm intrigued. Yeah. Speaking of movies. Did you hear they're going to do Jackass 4? Yeah. They're doing Jackass. They're doing another Jackass movie. Which, when I first heard it, I said, huh, they're doing another Jackass movie?
Don't get me
wrong. Don't get me wrong.
I love the Jackass movies.
I loved everything that they did.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of Jackass back in the day. I didn't have cable. So, running gag time, used to, she found all the episodes for me and burn them on DVDs.
Nice.
Just so I can watch these episodes. So I fell in love with that show. And I watched all the spin-offs like Wild Boys and Viva La Bam. And what's that show that Ryan Dunn did where he did practical jokes and then he would show you how to pull jokes on your friends. I had that show as well. All the goddamn movies, including Bad Grandpa, All
That
those
grandpa
were
was so
great.
fun.
It was so much fun. If you flip that coin over, at the same time,
Yeah.
these niggas are my age.
One day your age. Two, we are past the slapstick comedy that they did. It was so prime for what when they were doing it. They were like, okay, physical comedy had been dead before Jackass came out, and it was one of those things where it's like they took it to such a level where yeah, yo, don't do any of this shit at home, but people were doing it anyway. People were almost dying. Now it's just like there's no real outlet for that anymore because you've seen it all, and YouTube has had its own breed of jackasses doing stupid things and getting in trouble for it, and running through the motions of having the same vein as the original Jackass. I just think it's one of those things where it's a little bit dated, but best of luck to those guys, and I hope they produce a good product.
That's why the conclusion I came to was like, well, they're my age. Nobody really asked for this,
Yeah.
but let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. It's been a long time since they've done this.
Yeah.
So they're gonna catch people off guard again because they do it at a time when nobody's thinking about it.
True.
It's no different like Borat.
I was just about to say.
See what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if Borat came back today, he'd catch people off guard because nobody's thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope nobody dies. That's all I can say. But that movie comes out next year, sometime next year, and I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I'll watch it. But I just assume this is it. This is the curtain call for them.
Because
I can't see
fucking
them.
old.
I can't see them doing a revival of Jackass. It's a little too late for that. And I hope they're not doing this because everybody's broke.
Speaking of, whatever happened to Crank Gangers?
That came on. That came and went. That came and went. Nobody talks about it. Well,
Yep.
nobody's talking about it. Before I get to the bullshit, I have time for two other things. Glaze your eyes over slightly. Slightly.
Go ahead.
Slightly.
Go ahead.
There's two things. The first thing is that Wrestle Kingdom, New Japan show, was this past weekend. The only reason I bring this up,
who had the
for
best
people that
opening?
don't know, Wrestle Kingdom, New Japan is the biggest wrestling company in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestle Kingdom is their WrestleMania. And just like WrestleMania, it's a long ass fucking show. So they did something different this year, see? They split Wrestle Kingdom into two.
2 days?
Yeah, 2 days. 2 nights.
Holy shit.
They did night one and night two. From what I'm hearing, night one was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And it has your boy, Kenny Omega in cosplay.
I'm looking up what he did now. Continue.
Yeah. I heard night one was amazing. That being said, it's one of the few ideas I don't want WWE to steal.
Please don't.
Don't do that.
Because they
don't need. No, you got one shot. You got one night to do WrestleMania, and that's it. I don't need it split up in two. There's too much going on anyways that weekend. With the Hall of Fame and NXT, no. You get one night. You get that Sunday, and that's it. That is it. And it shouldn't be 8 hours any fucking ways. But I know it's going to be. I know it's going to be another 8-hour show. That's all I really had to say about it. I did not see. I tried to watch the highlights.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever did the edits, the cuts, need to go back to edit school.
Oh, shit.
It was abysmal. Here's the other
Star wipe.
Yeah, right. Here's the other thing. Back here in the States, we are 3 weeks away, give or take, from the Royal Rumble. One of my favorite events of the year. Here's the twist this year, see?
What?
Brock Lesnar is going to be in the Royal Rumble match as number one.
Really? Okay.
Here's the thing, though. If you remember, he's a WWE champion right now.
Sure is.
So now the story going into this Rumble is
he's going to beat it.
He's going to go in and either A, is he going to win it?
Yeah.
Or B, who's going to take him out? Who's going to eliminate him?
So what I want to know is has belt holder won the Rumble?
No.
No.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Hulk Hogan did.
What happens when
Twice.
a belt holder wins the Rumble? Do they?
But that was before they said whoever wins the Rumble goes to WrestleMania.
Oh,
back in the early days, it was just a match.
Yeah,
there was nothing.
So
at stake.
now, if he wins I swear, I hope they just let him win the Rumble because
that's stupid. That's stupid. I'll tell you why. Because you still had to build to somebody.
Yeah.
To fight him at WrestleMania.
Yeah, you do.
It makes more sense if somebody takes him out and eliminates him at the Rumble than it would be for him to win it.
But storyline.
If he wins it, it doesn't mean anything.
He wins it, and then guess what? You can build another match between everybody arguing over how they should be, and then you can just.
But okay, you could have done that without him being in the Rumble.
You could have, but he's in it. He's in it. But
so I don't. First of all, I don't think he's going to win it. Number two, I don't think he's going to be in it for the whole hour. That's Brock Lesnar in a 60-minute match. I don't see it happening.
They'll let him get down to Final Four.
I say he's in it early, but he gets taken out, and then he's gone for a while. Then he comes back, and then whoever is between 25 and 30, somebody's going to eliminate him. And I don't know who that is. So, like I said, they made what was already an intriguing match as is, because it's the Rumble, and you never know what's going to happen at the Rumble.
Okay.
That much more sweeter because who's going to take this dude out? It could be anybody.
Armchair WWE writer right now. Right? Ready? This is what's going to happen. He's going to come in first. He's going to eliminate a few people.
Sure.
He's going to go over the ropes, but then he's going to come back in, and then he's going to go through like the middle of the ropes.
He's going to go through the middle of the ropes.
Yeah. And then he's going to go under the ring. He'll be gone for a while. He'll get back in. They'll be like, oh, we thought we eliminated you. Like they love to do.
Sure.
And then he'll take out a few more people. He'll get to like the final. Like I'll even give him final 10.
Okay.
Just to build the drama. Then
somebody's coming out.
Somebody's coming out.
I don't know who that is.
Like maybe Big Bread. I don't know. I don't know what numbers they're coming in.
That's the best part about it. We don't know what the fuck's going to happen.
So someone's going to come in, and they'll take him out.
The big rumor is that some people say it might be Edge. Edge is making a comeback, but I'm like, I don't want to see Edge versus Brock Lesnar.
Edge as the ghost of Chris Benoit.
I don't need to see that. I don't need to see Edge back. And I don't think it's going to be CM Punk.
No.
I don't see that happening.
No.
But some people say it might be Cain Velasquez again. But I'm like, okay, but nobody cared about that match last time. That match was like a 2-minute match.
It'll be Roman
Nobody wants to
Reigns.
see that shit.
It'll be Roman Reigns.
But you know what? Glad to the day off of that. That's a day.
It's a holiday for you.
Yeah, that's money that I don't mind losing. That's a holiday for me.
Yeah,
that's why I slept through Christmas.
That's your Christmas, and WrestleMania is your New Year's.
Absolutely. So
year starts at WrestleMania time.
I'm looking forward to the Rumble this year. That's all I had to say about it.
For you, it's still 2019 till WrestleMania. That's your new
true.
Year.
You know that's very true. You ain't lying. That's very true. So the bullshit I had time for. Now listen. Yep. I had a few movies that I was supposed to see that I didn't see, like Richard Jewell.
Okay.
So I have not seen Harriet. So now I've seen A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. And good thing I didn't, because if I saw all those movies and on top of the movies that I saw, we never gotten the fuck out of here.
No.
So I kept it to 2.
2.
The first movie I saw was on Christmas Eve. Finally saw The Irishman.
Yes, you saw through all of it. Okay.
Yeah, all 3.5 hours in one sitting.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
In one sitting, yeah. So if you don't know the story, Bobby De Niro.
Yep.
Plays this guy named Frank Sheeran, who starts out as a delivery truck driver. He meets up with this guy named Russell Buffalino, played by Joe Pesci.
Mm-hmm.
And they become friends. And through that, Frank meets, oh my God, why am I drawing a fucking blank? It's right in front of me here. Fucking, oh my God. Jimmy Hoffa, played by Al Pacino.
Okay.
Okay? And they become friends. And that's pretty much the story. It's the relationship between these three.
Yes.
And it's a mafia movie. So a lot of people get shot. This Scorsese doing what Scorsese does best.
Yeah.
Mafia movies.
Mafia movies, long stories.
Yeah, long
Spin the
stories.
yarn.
Frank has 4 daughters. They only focus on one, named Peggy, who barely talks
Mm-hmm.
through this whole fucking movie. As time goes on, and because this movie goes like through decades,
Yes.
she grows up to be Anna Paquin, who also doesn't talk.
Yeah.
And people are getting on her about that. It's like, why would you put Anna Paquin in a world where she doesn't speak?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just like, when she was younger, she didn't speak either. Goddamn it, it makes sense.
Continuity.
Yeah, continuity. Continuity was king of this fucking movie. The aging thing, it kind of threw me off at first because when you first see De Niro, he's a really, really old man,
Yeah.
and then you see him. It is a lot of
Flashback,
flashbacks,
yeah.
and he looks like he did a Casino. But I was just like, okay, it's not like he looks like old De Niro today.
Yeah.
And then they did that. It was off-putting for a second, but then I got used to it. It's like Samuel L. and Captain Marvel.
Okay.
Where it's like, yeah, they kind of de-aged him, but not really.
They kept enough of him now where it's like, okay, this is realistic.
And the same thing with Joe Pesci.
Yeah, it's not like
they de-aged him a bit as well.
It's not like Will Smith in Gemini Man.
And Harvey Keitel is barely in it.
Really?
Yeah, they put him. He's on the bill, but he's barely in it.
Okay.
He's barely in it. At the end of the day, I liked it, especially the end, because the end is just like, okay, did that really happen? Is this guy telling the truth? Because I guess that's based on a true story.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just like, did that really happen? The way he said it happened? Theater movie, all the way.
Oh, okay.
All the fucking way.
Netflix movie.
All the way. Yeah. So that was that. Then after that, that following Saturday, the Saturday afterwards, saw The Rise of Skywalker. Yeah. The Rise of Skywalker.
Hey.
I don't even remember what the fucking plot this third one was.
So
Kylo Ren is.
I'm gonna cut you off for 1 second.
What?
You saw it. I didn't see it. I consumed everything about it where I felt I saw it. So continue.
Okay, so basically, Kylo Ren, is still out there filling up the First Order, and here's these rebels trying to take him out,
doing their thing
with Rey at the helm, who's now a fully formed fucking Jedi under the tutelage of both Luke and Leia, as we found out.
Yep.
Because it did answer that question for me. That Leia, yes, is a goddamn
fucking Jedi.
Great. She's a fucking Jedi.
So when she was floating in space,
that's because she's a fucking Jedi.
It's because she's a Jedi, and Jedis can use their force powers to float in space. Fuck yourself. Continue.
Yep, pretty much. What do I even do? What can I say?
Let's start off with the elephant in the room. This movie is a theater movie or a bootleg
No, we'll get to all that. No, before we get to all that.
Really?
Because I have some thoughts.
Okay, what are your thoughts and prayers?
First of all, I didn't see, because I think my copy came from Singapore, so I didn't see the same-sex kiss, so I have no idea what the fuck.
Oh, mind you, that happens like in a tiny little corner of the movie, where it's so small and irrelevant that it could be edited out.
Okay.
So it's like it's just crowd noise.
There are characters that show up for no fucking reason.
Yep.
There's characters they completely abandon.
Yep.
Like Rose. Rose is the most egregious of all this, because she played such a big role in the last movie, which you and I both saw.
Yep.
Which I could have swore was like ages ago.
I love you.
But it was only 2 years ago.
So one of the things that is hilarious that you speak about, the air quote gay kiss, is that the charisma between Finn and what's his name?
Poe.
Poe. Yeah, Poe. Everybody thought it was gonna be between them. because they're like dude broing it up during the whole movie. It's like, oh man, you're awesome. No, you're awesome.
That's the other problem I had.
Yeah.
Is that because Finn and Rose had this romantic kind of chemistry in the last one.
But it was non-existent in the last. Like, he shuts her down hard. Like, nah, nope.
Yeah, all because of this fucking black chick. Because it was like, oh, well, I got kidnapped when I was a kid, and I got trained to be a stormtrooper. Oh, me too. So let's do that shit.
Yep.
Oh, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Another character.
Then we get to the end, which I'm not going to spoil if you
don't spoil it for nobody.
But
I don't care.
I saw the end.
Yep.
And I laughed. A hearty belly laugh.
The kiss?
That.
Okay.
And I laughed. I laughed so hard I spilled food on the floor. I laughed so fucking hard.
Because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I was just like, what? This is where you're going with this shit?
It doesn't make sense.
Oh my gosh, you kind of sort of spoiled this.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I just said the kiss. I didn't say who kissed.
Okay, but still.
It could have been Poe blowing Chewie.
Yeah, listen. At the end of the day, I did not like the last 3 movies now.
No.
I didn't like any of the Star Wars movies. And if I was a bigger fan of Star Wars, I'd have been upset. Yeah. I'd have been way more upset than I was. Where I was just like, this is goofy. Unlike the spiritual fourth member of this fucking podcast,
Token J,
who fucking liked this shit.
Of which,
and again, I was like, you know what?
Fan goggles gotta come off, man.
The fan hats gotta fucking come off.
They do.
They do. I'm gonna call them out in the nicest way possible.
Yeah.
Because we love Joe. Mm-hmm. But Joe, take the fucking hat off now. You have to take the hat off.
Yeah.
Of this. How can you justify all this? How can you justify such lazy storytelling?
I gotta ask an even bigger question. How do you justify a trilogy where each subsequent movie has nothing to do with the last?
Yeah.
None of the movies have to do with each other at all. Do Jedis matter? Or don't they matter? Does Luke matter? Or does he not care about the Force?
Yeah, why is this the conclusion of the Skywalker trilogy? Like, who cares?
It's like
who gives a shit?
With everything that happens in the last movie, if you go back to the first movie where it's all, hey, you know what? None of this matters. Anybody could be a Jedi.
The Emperor, spoilers, shows up for no fucking reason.
Which means the Emperor is now the big bad in every...
Yeah, the way they explain it. Yeah, the way they explain it.
Every Star Wars movie.
I will say one good thing about this movie.
Yes.
Actually, 2 things. One, they do explain where Rey comes from.
Yeah.
And why she's there.
Yep.
And when they explained it, I was like, I rock with it. Okay, I rock with that.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. It's like, well, how do you know all this shit? That's why.
Wish you would have explained that in the other movies to at least breadcrumb it.
But we got to, they had to wait till the third one to figure it out.
Slap that sticker on it. Go ahead.
And 2, there were some good action set pieces in it.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, there's a franchise that doesn't need to die. I'm not going to say that.
No.
It doesn't need to die.
It needs to take a long break.
It needs to take a long break. It needs some fresh eyes. The fact that Kevin Feige is stepping in to take over Star Wars might be the best thing for this franchise. Because Star Wars can learn a few things from Marvel and the MCU. Where
it's okay to tell a long story.
It's the long con now.
Yeah.
With Star Wars. They don't need to be pigeonholed by the trilogy rule. Doesn't need to be 3 movies. Tell a whole bunch of smaller stories.
Yeah.
Like, they should have took the time.
Rogue One is a perfect example. And this is exactly why everybody likes The Mandalorian. It's a small story. It's very, very contained. And guess what? It doesn't have any freaking Jedis doing their Jedi wizardry all over the effing place.
Sure. And not only that, like, for example, the black chick in this movie.
Yes.
You could have just took your time and told that story.
So, a funny thing that you bring that up. Do you remember in the first movie?
No, probably not.
No, you'll probably remember this. the one stormtrooper that had like the baton that was like, you are the one who deserted us. And everybody was like, it'd be cool if him and Finn had a back and forth throughout the movies instead of him and Phasma, the one with the glossy, the one played by Brianna Tarth.
Sure.
From because it showed like, look, you have this stormtrooper. You have this guy who left the stormtroopers. He wants to get them back. He wants for portraying all the order and whatnot. You have a story right there. What do? And Finn does whatever the fuck he does, and he third wheel to Rey.
Okay.
It's just one of those things where you have stories you can tell. Just stop making it about Jedi wizardry.
Especially now because they have the Disney Plus app.
Yeah.
You can take your time. You don't have to do the fucking trilogy shit anymore.
No. It could have been.
There's so much of a huge fan base. They'll watch anything you put in front of them if you slap Star Wars on it.
Yeah.
So take your fucking time now and just tell separate stories so that as everybody gets together, like the Marvel movies, it makes sense. And you know what's going on, everybody.
One of the funniest things that came up during this movie cycle is that we have a difficult time coming up with new stories because we don't have, and Star Wars doesn't have a rich lore.
No, you don't.
The thing that made that so hilarious was because what was the first thing Disney did when they acquired Star Wars?
They made the fucking Mandalorian.
No.
What?
You remember how there's books and games and all that shit?
Yeah,
they got rid of it. They said none of that shit is applicable anymore.
Why? I just read fucking a horror fucking Star Wars.
Yes. And you know why they did it? Because they said all this stuff was before we owned it. It doesn't have our name on it. We can't control it.
Tough shit.
Guess
Go
what?
Back to it.
That's what everybody's been saying.
Yeah, go to it.
It's like I didn't even know there are stories about the Hutts. Yeah. And how they came.
Do the tales from Vader's castle.
There's a story about a stormtrooper that became so cool with Darth Vader that Darth Vader actually had feelings for him and like was like, yo,
yeah, sure.
You're my bro.
Look at fucking Fallen Order. Everybody likes that game. Everybody likes the story in that.
Everybody likes Knights of the Old Republic. But guess what? None of that's applicable anymore because
Rebels,
Disney said, screw you guys. Screw all you fans. We're going to take all this stuff out of here because we want our Mickey Mouse ears on those stormtroopers.
Well, like I said, it needs to take a long hiatus.
Yep.
And it needs some fresh eyes and fresh minds on that franchise.
I could see a Star Wars movie that's like Dead Space. I could see a Star Wars movie that's like freaking. I say one that's like Cube.
Sure.
It's freaking space. You can do whatever the hell you want, but just.
I can see a straight up Star Wars samurai flick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do a lot. You already had one with the blind dude.
Yeah, you can do a lot with Star Wars. That's kind of the point.
It's that they're lazy.
They need to take more risks. They'll watch the fan base will come out for anything you do.
And even if it's bad, at least you made the attempt.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, to your points, theater movie or bootleg movie?
Yep.
Bootleg. So let's keep it movies for a second. Because see, as promised, it is time.
Oh!
After weeks of speculation and debates among myself, and actually sitting here and thinking about it, I have said here, ladies and gentlemen, and programs, and present to you my list of the top 10 favorite movies of 2019, and my list of the top 5 most bootleg movies of 2019.
Yay!
But before we get into my top 10 favorite list, let me give up some honorable mentions. For example, Godzilla King of the Monsters. It's a very uneven movie, especially when you get to the human side of it. But I liked it enough, especially the fucking all the monsters parts. When Godzilla's fighting those monsters, I was a 5-year-old again, watching old ass Godzilla movies on the old black and white TV.
Yes.
Another honorable mention is Brightburn.
Oh yes. Yes.
Which we both saw.
We sure did.
And we both liked. I liked it. It's a shame that a lot of people didn't. Elizabeth Banks did not have a banner year, as we've seen. But I liked it. I liked it because, especially when we get into some later on, it's kind of that person's
story,
origin story.
And it's funny because I did see a few videos that talked about how they got away with dancing around. Isn't this just a... No, we never used that name. We never, ever.
No,
it's not his story.
But everybody kind of knows what it is.
Yeah.
But it's like, we're not going to say that.
Exactly.
We're not going to say that.
So they get away with murder, but especially since the things that he does is damn near the same.
Right.
As what the counterpart would do.
Yep.
We were dancing on eggshells with this one. But Brightburn was fun. It's flawed.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's a fun movie.
It's a fun comic movie.
And
but there are better ones I felt this year than that.
And it has fantastic kills in it.
Sure.
And that's what we're there for.
Happy Death Day to You.
Yes, you did like both movies.
Yep, I did like that quite a bit, especially this in a year that gave us some real shitty ass fucking horror movies.
Yeah,
we'll get into that in a second, in a little while. Hellboy, which bombed badly at the box office. I don't know why people didn't like that movie as much as I did.
Because it was one of those movies where...
Is it because it was an R-rated Hellboy?
No,
is it because
no one gives a fuck about Hellboy.
People like the Guillermo del Toro movies better. Well, I like the first one.
I like the first one.
I liked it.
It's fun.
How can you go wrong with Hellboy in the beginning fighting a luchador in Mexico, which just so happens to be a vampire? That was fine to me.
But like I said, Hellboy doesn't have the name like X-Men or Marvel. It's just one of those superheroes that unless you read, you don't give a fuck about. So fair enough.
And Three from Hell.
Three from Hell's honorable mention.
Yeah.
It was
fine. It wasn't Devil's Rejects good.
I think after you let it like set in a little bit, you started feeling the same way I did.
Yeah.
Where it was
it's fine.
It does what it needs to do. You know, unfortunately Haig passed.
Yeah.
And that really soured the note. The person that they got to replace him was serviceable, but it's you know what I attribute it to? I mean, not attribute, parallel to. It's like Spartacus.
Yeah.
Where when the actor died and they replaced him, we're like, we want to know the end and we understand what's going on here, but it's just not the same.
It's a perfectly fine movie, but I didn't think it was
like
worthy of the list.
No, it wasn't worthy of the list. It was fine.
It was fine. That being said, those are my honorable mentions. So let's get into the list.
Yes.
Number 10. And this might be controversy.
Okay, go ahead.
Endgame.
No!
Endgame is number 10 for me.
I'd expected Endgame to, knowing you as a person who is very steeped in films, I understand why it's number 10 for you, but I had kind of expected it to be at least number 7 or 8. Only because bookends are hard.
Yeah, well, not only that, but I thought there were 2 other better comic book movies this year.
Okay.
But that being said, there's enough good things in Endgame and more important things, especially going forward now.
Yes.
That it should make
it should make everybody's list.
It made my list.
Is it number 1?
But no. That being said, it ain't Infinity War.
Infinity War
is amazing.
And okay, slight digression. So while I was in Georgia, I sat down and I watched all my favorite fight scenes from each movie.
Yeah.
And I do agree with you. Infinity War and Civil War are up there.
Yeah.
With not just as movies, but has some of the best set pieces that the franchise brings.
Yeah.
The airport fight scene in Civil War, by far, I mean, it's
everything you, if you read comic books as a little kid, that's what that is.
It's you with your toys on the floor.
Yes.
That's
absolutely.
what it, and I'm sure people are like, well, Endgame does that to the umpteenth degree. Yes, but it doesn't highlight enough of the characters doing their thing.
Yeah, and you only get that at the end.
Yes. You get that actually the last hour. Actually, no, not last hour. Last 40 minutes of Endgame is primarily that fight scene with
which is great.
Which is fine.
But the first half of it is just like
it's the first hour is very melodramatic.
Yeah, the time heist is like
yes.
Okay.
It's
cool a little bit, but not really. It's like
but
I wish
like
it was more like the shit in the last 40 minutes of this shit.
And that's the problem. This is why I say bookends are difficult. It's the same thing with Kill Bill Volume 2.
Sure.
So it's one of those things where you got to end the story, and you're going to end the story as hype as you can, but that lead up to the hype moment that everybody's just chomping at the bit for was a little bit too long. Yeah. So I agree with you.
Okay. So that's number 10.
Yes.
Number 9, Hustlers.
Okay.
I can't believe this movie's getting. I can't believe J-Lo getting snubbed at the Golden Globes, and they didn't even get a nomination for this, because I still believe it's her best role in a long time, in a really long time. I liked her in this, and I like the
you like
the
her, or you just like strippers?
No. I mean, if you're a stripper, but no, I like the movie. It's J-Lo's training day. It really is. Where she plays a bit of a scumbag, like I said in the review.
Yeah.
I like this movie quite a bit. Shame that it's not getting the love at awards time that it should have. That's number 9. Number 8, Shazam.
Fair enough. Shazam
was
I did see that movie.
Was one of the highlights, one of the bright spots in DC movie. So far.
It is.
It's yeah. At the end of the day, it's a Spider-Man origin story, pretty much. But there's enough good things and dark things about this movie, because sometimes it does get dark, and I like the family aspect of it.
And mind you, when we do talk about things getting dark, it's not like we want all of our movies to be Dark Knight or violent. It's just it should capture what a superhero movie is. A superhero movie where the outcome is one thing. A superhero movie that doesn't have an ebb and flow is another.
Right.
It's like when you compare Shazam to like a Batman and Superman, that shit was just whack.
Yeah. Whereas this was actually fun. Yeah. It's very fun. What would you do if you were a teenager and you got granted the powers of a superhero?
You would do all
the shit that this kid does.
You make YouTube videos. You would help people.
Yeah, you might go into a fucking 7-Eleven and ask for beer. Exactly. This is bullshit. Let's go and get some fucking Slurpees. Yeah. Do all this shit. But then at the same time, when bad things start to happen, what do you do at that point? Yeah. So that's why I like
Shazam.
So much.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Shazam was like I said, one of the bright spots of DC this year. Mm-hmm. Number 7 was The Irishman, which I just talked about. Yep. Very good movie. Like I said, Scorsese, doing what Scorsese does best was the Mafia movie. It's so fun. It's not fun, but it's a great movie.
It's a great watch.
Number 6 was Loose.
Damn it! I didn't see that movie.
You need to see this movie. You need to see this movie.
Man, when you told me about it,
it's such a great story, and everybody in it has motives. And there's a reason why everybody is doing what they're doing in this movie, and it's not so much a great psychological story. And it's a movie that kind of came and went with the summer. It did. It was like it was out for a minute and then it was gone.
Because I remember when we were talking about it, and my anticipation for it was. It, as you said, it's a story where everybody has a motive, but to give people a parallel, it's like Game of Thrones, where everybody has an angle, whether the angle is good, bad, or irrelevant, they have something that they're working on. And when you have characters, even minor characters, having something that they're working towards, it just makes stories better. There's nothing worse than having one person with a goal everybody trying to stop that goal,
Right.
or one person with a goal and they achieve their goal and ho hum, end of the story.
Yeah. So that was number 6. It used if it's out somewhere,
Oh,
I know it's
Netflix
on.
it.
If
Or
it's on
Redbox
Netflix
it.
or a fucking Hulu, or if you see it in a store, if you're not seeing it, you need to see it.
Yes.
One of the best kept secrets of this year. Number 5 was Knives Out, a movie you should have saw.
Yes.
Movie you should have
I
saw.
should have saw.
You should have saw.
But I
But
didn't.
you didn't. And you should have.
Yes.
Because it's the best whodunit movie of the year. And one of the best ensemble movies of the year.
Yes.
Yes. The same dude that did Last Jedi
Yep.
redeemed himself
with Knives Out.
Because it's Clue. It's basically Clue in 2019. Everybody in
The
it
only
was
thing
stellar.
that would make it even better is if, like Clue, it had multiple endings depending on what theater you were in.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
I thought that was probably one of the best things.
Like I said in the review,
yeah,
they tell you kind of sort of early on what happens.
yeah.
But then they pull the puzzle apart again. So now you gotta sit there and be like, all right, let me put this puzzle back together.
And
It's so much fun.
Everything matters.
It's such a fun movie.
And nothing matters.
Yes. Number 4, speaking of Octavia Spencer, who was in Loose.
Ma.
Really? Yeah.
Alright. That's controversial. That you have it at what, top 3 now?
No, it's 4.
4?
It's
top 5. So top 5?
Yeah.
Ma?
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
I like the build.
Yeah.
The end, the last 20 minutes is like very, very standard horror stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the first half of it a lot. Especially her character. Because even though these kids are stupid, they should not be going to this woman's house. They keep going, and you can this is going to end badly for them.
You know what? I think Ma slightly feeds into the story that we want to do. Yes.
Oh, wait. I forgot to say another honorable mention. Us.
Okay.
Us is an honorable mention.
That's a fair honorable mention. It's kind of he needs to come out. He needs to come out with another movie to redeem us.
Between the 2 black horror movies this year.
Yeah,
I like Mom more because it was more unsettling.
Yeah, I can.
That's why I like it so much because it's much more unsettling than say something like Us. Because Us, at the end of the day, to me, was just strangers with black people. Whereas Mom was way more unsettling to me. And that's why I like it so much.
Okay.
Just because of the unsettling factor. That's number 4. Number 3, John Wick Chapter 3.
Top 3, yeah, Parabellum.
Yeah, Parabellum. Yeah. The best action movie of the year.
Okay, so John Wick, not even John Wick. Keanu Reeves has he's been in the pantheon of action heroes now.
Right. But here's the thing.
Yes.
I didn't care for John Wick 1 like you did.
You didn't.
John Wick 2, I was like, that was cool.
Yeah.
But John Wick 3 is the pinnacle. So far. Well, I was just like, I was just as exhausted as he was at the end. I was like, what the hell was that? Man, that movie. Like, I feel like I got beat up watching this movie. So many just tremendously fun set pieces.
Yes.
It's so much fun. It's such a fun movie.
What makes John Wick, in the series as a whole, I will say, so fun is that it is the goofy action that we used to get, but it's dressed up for the new era. It's like we can't get a Cobra, we can't get Commando, we can't get a Rambo.
Well, we actually did get Rambo.
That's why I slightly vomited in my mouth. We can't get a traditional Rambo anymore, but we get John Wick. We had our Matrix, now we have our John Wick.
Yeah.
And that's fair. You need dumb, fun action that you can just turn your mind off, ride the ride, get off, break a sweat, be like, shit, that was fun, and then call it a day. Every day doesn't have to be memorable and deep and thought-provoking. Sometimes you can just turn your mind off and, have some fucking fun.
Yep. Number 2 is actually Quentin Tarantino's favorite movie of the year. And for a long time, it was mine too.
Mm-hmm.
Crawl.
Crawl, yeah!
I've been talking about this movie so much. If you've been paying attention to the program.
Hide your wife, hide your kids. Alligators are swimming up in the street.
Now, we tried to watch. I tried to show you this movie.
Yeah,
the
you did.
That was the night I hurt my back, and you were having no time with it.
No, I was smashed. I was falling
okay.
asleep.
Well, you know what? But you said it was kind of a slow burn.
Yes, it was.
Once you get to before you get to alligators, I say watch it again. Watch it again.
I'll give it a fair shake.
Give it a fair shot because it is the most fun summer horror movie this past year. It was so good, so fucking good. I think you're missing a boat on this.
Mm-hmm.
I personally liked it. It was number one for a long time until. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
You're number one.
My favorite movie of 2019.
Ding, ding, ding.
Joker.
Joker
is my favorite movie of 2019.
Kings of Comedy. Continue.
Yes. If you haven't seen it so far, I didn't think I wanted to see a Joker movie. Didn't think I had time for it. Like, why the fuck are they doing a Joker movie for? Until you see it.
Yeah.
And you understand why this movie has gotten the praise and the billions of dollars that's made so far. And why Joaquin Phoenix won the Golden Globe for Best Actor for Joker because he was mesmerizing. Mesmerizing in this movie.
As we talk about Joker and how it actually rolls into a serier. Oof.
Wow.
Serious.
Is that Siri's sister? Sluttier sister? You know what he does? He does. What a Syria is.
Syria really knows how to cut loose.
Syria knows how to work the balls.
Oh, God. Anyway, when we look at the more serious, like Batman flicks, like the Nolan flicks and stuff like that, maybe DC should really take note as to why and how these movies are making money. Yeah, you can go the Marvel route and music, reference, bright. But they have shown that if you do a more serious, more grounded movie, people not only will watch it, but they'll rewatch it, they'll enjoy it, they'll tell their friends, those people will see it. Albeit the controversy around it was very stupid.
Yeah, it was pretty dumb.
Oh my God, incels are going to shoot up the club.
Well, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
They have since, people have since shot up shit, but not because of this.
People were shooting up shit before this, so fuck that noise.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things where I can see why Joker's the number one, because it's a good flick.
It's a great fucking movie. You feel, it's a movie like when you watch it, you kind of feel bad for this dude.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it's like, he has some problems, but if people didn't fuck with him, you had never seen this.
Are some of the things a little bit cliched? Yeah. But are some of the things little.
I think it's a perfect love letter to. It's also the reason why I like it so much.
Yeah.
Because it's a perfect love letter to all these 70s movies that came out.
Yeah.
Like Taxi Driver and Network, or like late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, Network and Taxi Driver and Kings of Comedy and shit like that.
Okay, but my only problem that I see with this is that from the point where he becomes the Joker, how do you move the character forward to be like, okay, let's say they do want to use this Joker as the villain of Batman in another movie.
Sure.
This Joker was a little bit bumbling and inept, right? He did lash out. It was kind of, more of an
aren't all villains kind of bumbling and inept at some point? If they weren't, then the heroes,
this is why I'm saying
heroes wouldn't be able to.
This is a good start. But the Joker is a malicious genius at the end of the day, right? He is not somebody who is so unhinged that he comes up with schemes and shit. So all I'm saying is that I hope that if they do run with this Joker, they move him in that direction.
Here's the funny thing, right?
Yes.
Because I've been watching. I'm a big fan of Batman Beyond with Kevin Smith.
Yes, yeah.
And Kevin Smith actually said so on the show that he found out from a source that the ending that we got at Joker wasn't the first one. The first ending was Now does Joker shoot Thomas and Martha? He kills Bruce at the end of it.
Really?
So in this version, there is no Batman. There's just Joker.
That would have been.
I'd have been like, "What?"
That would have been great.
I was like, "Yeah, that."
Holy
I'd be like, "What
shit.
the fuck?"
Or even
there is no Bruce Wayne.
Or even if he shoots him and he thinks he's dead, but he survives. But still, it's like
forget Batman or Flashpoint. There is no Batman. There's only Joker. Which is like what
that would be
they would have done that and be like, well, this is why you can do part 2. Yeah. I don't even know how they're gonna do part 2 of this. Because they haven't now. It's like they're gonna do part 2 of Joker. I'm just like, I don't see how you could do this. Do I want to see it? There's a part of me that says I don't really want to see that.
Like I was saying about his development is that the part 2 will have to take place after some considerable time where he has been a criminal.
Well, I don't want to spoil it for people that haven't seen it because it's out now.
Yeah.
It's out on fucking Blu-ray and all that shit. So you have not seen it. There's no excuse.
Go out there and see that flick.
There's no excuse. You got to see this fucking movie. It's my favorite of 2019. It's fantastic.
You know what my favorite of 2019 was? Frozen 2. Because I saw that.
That's the only thing you saw.
Yeah, I saw that. No, I saw other movies too. It's just that I can't remember them, and if I were to try to pull them up, I wouldn't be able to rank them.
We'll go from that list to favorites. Let's talk about the number 5, the top 5 most bootleg movies of 2019.
Yes.
Number 5 was Rise of Skywalker for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like, again, we just talked about this. I don't need to say too much more about it. Number 4 was The Kitchen.
Yeah, because you read that.
Yeah, twice.
And I read it too. And when you told me all the bodiggery that goes on in this movie.
You had the source material to go upon. Just go with that.
Yeah.
Instead, they made it very paint by the numbers and very safe gangster movie.
Yeah.
And I think the worst part of it for me was you had Melissa McCarthy. Why not show her in a different light than we're used to?
Yeah,
show her in this gritty gangster flick.
Yeah, don't let her be. I mean, she wasn't bungling fat lady.
No, she wasn't.
At the very least,
she was kind of intelligent and knew what she was doing.
But her character in the book is way worse.
Yeah, her arc in that it was very much different. So that's why it's there. Number 3 was Pet Sematary.
Yeah, the remake. Yeah.
Because in a year of really, really bad horror movies like The Curse of La Llorona and the fucking remake of fucking Child's Play.
Yep.
This was the epitome of
shitty
of the bad fucking horror movies we got this year. So that was number 3. Number 2. Now, I promised you it was going to twofer.
Yeah.
And I said when we talked last time, it's a threefer. Because they all come from the same spot.
Oh, God.
Number 2 is a 3-way tie. It's Captain Marvel.
Yep.
Spider-Man.
Yep.
And Dark Phoenix. All from fucking Marvel.
All from Marvel.
I was very,
Spider-Man Far From Home?
No, yeah.
Far From Home?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I didn't care for that shit.
Huh.
I was very, very underwhelmed by Marvel this year.
I agree with you with Captain Marvel. I don't agree with you with Homecoming. I agree with you in Dark Phoenix.
Far From Home?
Did you see Far From Home? Yeah, I did.
I didn't like it.
I thought it was okay.
Especially with the fucking bag with Mysterio. And they tried to make him a good guy, and I could see right through it. And nobody else good in this movie. Like, okay.
That was obvious.
Okay, so this guy that you never met is just going to start working for a fucking S.H.I.E.L.D.? That's dumb.
I thought it was okay. I don't think it was like the worst. Captain Marvel. You already know how I feel about Captain Marvel, and it isn't even my general. Girls are doing it.
No, it's just they wasted so much time. It was our time
building this character up, and to have her do jack shit all.
And she's supposed to be the most powerful of all of them. And
where were you during all of these universe shattering?
Yeah. Their excuse to have her not be in this movie is fucking ridiculous.
Laughable. Yeah. And then when she is in the movie, it's laughable.
Yeah.
She plays football. Fuck you.
Yeah. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
There's number 1.
Number 1.
most bootleg movie of the year. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
When the
And this
fan
movie, which
hat
also
came
got
off.
some love at the Golden Globes.
Yep.
I don't like for what.
Because
For
people
what?
like to smell their own farts, and this is why we don't.
Outside the last, I'll say 10 minutes of this movie. Why is the movie getting so much fucking love? I thought it's one of his most boring movies he's done in so long. It was so boring.
Because
Why?
okay, so
Why? Does anybody else in Hollywood love feet like he does?
he loves some fucking feet.
God damn it!
It's like, yo, if he could, you know what? If he wasn't famous, he would just be making fetish movies with like step in his cream corn.
I wanted to like it as much as.
Oh yeah, I know you did.
And I was
Because
just like, oh,
you're a huge fan.
This shit is boring as fuck.
and this is where we constantly say you gotta take the fan hat off.
Yeah, you gotta take the fan hat off,
because
he doesn't. Quentin Tarantino does not always hit a home run. Sometimes he hits a blooper for a base run, and that's what this was. He was lucky to get on base. Because this was not it. Not for me, it wasn't.
This is where we let people know we're not dying in the wool. Give us our Kotaku money, film critics. Okay, we are also not laymen that sit down and watch Venom, aka Bayhome, for us and say, "Oh my god, I love that movie. That movie is dope."
No, sometimes if I don't like something, I'm going to say I don't like it. And I don't like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I don't like that fucking movie.
Yeah, sometimes
I don't like it.
And mind you, there are some art house types of movies that we can agree on are fantastic.
Yeah, you know,
like fucking Mother
or Loose. That's an art house movie.
And there are other movies where we don't agree on, and we vehemently don't agree on. Like what's the one with kid? Her head gets decapitated by the.
Oh, Hereditary.
Hereditary.
Oh, fuck off.
You fucking hate Hereditary.
Oh, fuck off.
I love Hereditary.
Oh, fuck off.
So
no, I can't say it. Fuck off at the end. I didn't like the end of it.
You didn't?
No, I thought the end was stupid.
And mind you, I still have not seen Midsummer.
Neither have I. There are some movies that I just didn't see.
Yeah.
Like that, or The Lighthouse, which I heard is also really good.
Yeah, I gotta see The Lighthouse.
Or Bombshell, stuff like that. But as far as bootleg movies of the year, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood wins
one more
the bootleg movie of the year award.
That I heard. I think it's called One Cut, right? And it's a Japanese movie. Go figure, right? And it's a horror movie that is done in the style of the whole movie is done in one continuous cut.
Okay.
And so I heard that it was fantastic. I've been on the hunt to get this movie. It came out last year. So it's also one of those movies like The Lighthouse that is just, it's up there, but it's on that film festival circuit.
Oh, yeah.
So,
speaking of, I haven't seen Parasite either, or else I would have talked about it.
Yeah.
But that's a movie that's getting a lot of buzz. Steve, you got anything else?
Nope.
There's a 90-minute mark.
Oh,
and I have some other things, but I will save them for next time.
Yeah, so let's
close this out with some box office numbers.
All right.
These are the top 10 highest grossing movies of the past weekend, according to JoeBlow.com. Number 1 was The Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, of course it was.
Made another $33.7 million. It is up to now $450.7 million. Still, however, the lowest of this trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
And for good reason. That's why it's number 5 in the bootleg, top 5 bootleg movies of 2019. Because it's not good. Number 2 was Jumanji: The Next Level.
Okay.
$26.5 million. $236.2 million at the box office. Number 3 was Little Women. How many more times are we going to get a fucking adaptation of this goddamn book? What's the last one with fucking What's Your Nuts?
Hey, we're going to get Bridges in Madison County.
Winona Ryder?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that movie made $13.5 million. This past weekend, $60 million. $60 million. On a movie and a book that's been around since forever. But anyways. Number 4 was the remake of a remake. The Grudge.
Yeah, The Grudge.
It debuted at $11.3 million. Of course it did, because I'm just like, why would anyone care? Nobody asked for a new Grudge.
No one did.
No one did.
No one's claiming.
And it's been a long time since I saw the last Grudge. I haven't seen the last Grudge since the first remake came out in 2002.
And the funny thing about it is that since they keep remaking The Grudge here, over there they have her like Sadako versus
Right. Yeah,
like
it's the Grudge
Frankenstein.
versus the Ring.
Yeah, it's like they have they moved on to like Battle Royale with Monster Girls. It's like, go fuck yourself.
So we can't for some reason. Weird. Number 5 is a movie that I guess one of the few movies you saw this year. Frozen 2.
Yeah.
Made $11.2 million.
Of course.
It's up to $449.8 million. That's just domestically. Don't know how much is made worldwide, but it is officially the highest grossing animated movie of all time.
Really?
Yeah. Of all time.
Go fucking figure.
Yeah. Because everybody likes Elsa and her sister. Number 6 was Spice in the Sky, is the other animated movie that came out recently with Will Smith. That made $10 million up to $47 million. Number 7 was Knives Out, which was number 5 on my favorite movies of the year list. Made another $9 million, $130.2 million altogether. Number 8 was Uncut Gems. I have not seen this yet. The Adam Sandler movie. $7.8 million, $37.8 million. Number 9 was Bombshell, which I don't know why the man in black SUV does not have this movie. That's just weird to me.
Because it's about ladies.
But he had fucking Richard Jewell. Fuck out of here.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, okay.
Fine.
You understand what I'm saying? But that movie made $40 million up to $24.5 million. And number 10 was Cats.
God, how is that even on the fucking list? That monstrosity of a goddamn movie.
One of the biggest bombs of 2019. All from not having all the special effects to it just being a weird looking movie. But I think it's on the list just out of morbid curiosity at this point. I think it's one of those so bad I just need to see how bad it is kind of movies for people. But that made $2.6 million up to $24.6 million. It was slated to lose $100 million. So that's what's going on this past week. Coming up this weekend, a few movies, quite a few. Just Mercy with Jamie Foxx and Michael B. Jordan. Like a Boss with Tiffany Haddish and Rose Byrne. It kind of looks like something like The Hangover. I actually saw like a clip of it, and it was it was this scene where somebody gave this chick a cake and she was having a baby, so the cake looked like a baby coming out of a vagina, and they were just making fun of it. I did think that scene was funny, so I might see this movie. It's like Good Boys that way. The first time I saw that
Good Boys is a good.
I was like, I'll watch that shit. As you alluded to earlier, Underwater comes out this week. This weekend. Something called The Informer, and the last movie is a movie that I think I want to see more than you do.
Which one?
A movie this weekend, a lot of fucking buzz. 1917.
Yeah.
I've been hearing nothing but
stuff
you
about
need to see this fucking movie. It's like, if you like war movies or you like cinematography, you like cinema, you gotta see 1917.
You gotta see this.
You gotta see this shit.
Oh my god.
Right. This movie was on a lot of people's best of lists of 2019 for a movie that we can't see. That the rest of us haven't even seen yet. But it's like, oh my god, it's on my list. Like, well, go fuck yourself, because none of us have seen that. So I am looking forward to seeing that. So that's that. See what you're looking forward to the next 7 days.
What am I looking forward to the next 7 days? Kind of getting back into a state of normalcy. Just kind of, I've been on break for a while, so getting back to work, getting back into the routine, doing the show. More because we've been away for a while.
Yes, we have.
Seeing DK's baby.
Yeah.
And just all in all, letting the chips fall where they may in this new year.
I agree. I agree with you, man. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen by the time by this time in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
I have no fucking clue. I am looking forward to not much. Like you said, getting back to normalcy. Continue to recharge these fucking batteries after this long and arduous fucking holiday season, and that's about it, man. And getting back to, like you said, this shit. So that's what we're looking forward to the next 7 days. Well, we have a nice 7 days as well. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. I've been Alan One. He's been Brother C. We've been the Geeks from Apartment 2. We'll see you next time. And as always, we'll keep the door open for you.
Deuces!
Fuck it, we're out.
Bye!